Yes, this is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. And no, the official launch hasn't even happened yet, but somehow it's already in our hands. Today, you're getting a first, early look. Before anyone else sees it, the unit I have is sky blue with 512 gigabytes of storage. It also comes in black, white, and purple. The moment you pick it up, you feel it lighter, sleeker, more refined. It's thinner than before, now 7.9 millimeters instead of 8.2. That small difference might not sound like much, but in your hand, it feels premium, elegant, effortless. From the front, it looks familiar. But flip it over, and the redesigned camera rings immediately catch your eye. Rounded, polished, cleaner. A subtle shift, yet it gives the phone a more sophisticated, finished look. The S Pen is still here, slightly reshaped to hug the curved frame perfectly. No Bluetooth this time, but check this out, the tip now matches the color of the phone. Such a small detail, yet it delivers a surprisingly satisfying touch of style. Inside, the Galaxy S26 Ultra runs on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Right now, this chip is a beast. Everything you do feels instant, smooth, effortless, almost magical. The 6.9-inch AMOLED M14 display is simply stunning, bright, sharp, and bursting with vivid color. But the real showstopper, the new privacy display mode. Activate it, and the screen becomes almost unreadable from side angles, perfect for crowded cafes or public commutes. And when you don't need it, you can switch it off instantly. Battery holds steady at 5,000 mAh, with Samsung promising up to 31 hours of video playback. Charging is faster too. 65-watt fast charging gets you to 75% in just about 30 minutes. The camera setup is as formidable as ever: 200-megapixel main camera, 50-megapixel ultra-wide, 50-megapixel telephoto, and a 12-megapixel front camera. But this year, it's all about artificial intelligence. Smarter processing, sharper zoom, and more accurate results than ever. So, the big question: should you upgrade? If cutting-edge performance, refined design, and smart, thoughtful features matter to you, the Galaxy S26 Ultra makes a compelling, hard-to-ignore case. First real-life unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Wow! The Galaxy S26 Ultra leaked earlier than expected, and honestly, it surprised me. At first, the camera island looked a bit disappointing in renders, like a step backward. But seeing the real device in Sahil Kuru's early unboxing changed everything. The camera bump doesn't look huge or awkward anymore. Instead, it feels modern, clean, and surprisingly premium. Samsung really made it work in real life. Holding it in hand gives a familiar vibe. It feels very close to the S25 Ultra. The corners are a bit rounder, the size and weight are almost the same, and it still feels like a classic Galaxy phone. I'm honestly glad it doesn't try to mimic the iPhone 17 Pro Max design. That would have been a strange move. But there's one small frustration. The more rounded bottom corners make placing the S Pen a little harder. You have to carefully align it and insert it tip down. It's not as smooth or effortless as before, and over time this might feel a bit annoying. The privacy display is probably one of the most exciting upgrades. From the front, the screen looks perfectly normal. But when you tilt the phone sideways, the display darkens dramatically, almost hiding the content from view. In crowded public spaces, this feels genuinely useful, not just like a marketing trick. It actually feels thoughtful. Moving to the S Pen again, the design change matters. Because of the rounded bottom, sliding the stylus back inside requires more precision. The older design was more forgiving. This new one asks you to be careful, which might take some getting used to. The camera design is a pleasant surprise. The camera island is back, but it's not as bulky as early renders suggested. In real life, it looks more refined and balanced. The silver ring accents around the lenses give it a modern, premium shine. It feels well engineered rather than overstyled. Performance also looks promising. Early Geekbench results show a solid jump in speed thanks to the new chipset. Daily use should feel smoother and faster. The only slightly disappointing part is that battery capacity and endurance seem roughly similar to last year. Overall, the S26 Ultra feels like a careful refinement rather than a radical redesign. It's familiar, elegant, and quietly powerful. Not shocking, but definitely satisfying.